Hi, it's Mrs. Carl with Sight and Sound Reading, and we are on after day 120, the very last day of our program. We are going to go over the words and the sounds that are within these last 5 days. It is such a pleasure to get to this day with you. I can't even tell you. I'm so excited to share this with you. So let's now read the words after day 120. We will go across. Doctor, I, ring, thing, ring, nice, apple, talk, it'll do it, thought, love, road, everything, where's, something, brought, right, sight, night. Wow, that was wonderful. Can we do it again now? I'll do a little faster. Doctor, I, ring, thing, ring, nice, apple, talk, it'll, thought, love, road, everything, where's, something, brought, right, sight, night. Wow. Now let's look at the contraction that are up here. Here's a contraction. It'll be all right. It's the same as saying what? It will be all right. It'll be all right. It will be all right. All right? That's our contraction up here. Here's another contraction. Where's. Where's it going to be? Where's, when we say where's, excuse me, I'm sorry, where's the house where you live? Where's the house, where's your school? When you use sentences like that, it's for two words. What are the two words? Where is. Where is your school? Where is your house? Where's. Okay, that's what the apostrophe S is for. All right, now can we look at contractions? Contractions, remember, what are they? Two words put together? Do you see any contractions? Everything, every and thing, something, some and thing. Can you give me some words up there that rhyme? All right, rhyme. Good. Ring, thing, ring. Can you give me some words? And also right, sight, night. Rhyming words. How about some words up here that are the exact same words? Oh, Mrs. Carl put ring down twice. I wanted to see if I could trick you the last day and throw something else in there, okay? You're so wonderful. Now let's go to the phonics part of your last day. If I can turn the page. Here we go. See if I can get it. Okay, it's all going to be sounds, and remember, the first time you see the vowel sound, it's going to be a short vowel, all right? The reason I do, you know why I've done that, haven't you? All right? It's because the short vowel is harder to know, because the long vowel says its names, it's easy, but the short vowel is the one that you have to really use this for, really think a little bit harder. And that's why I always say, let's do the short vowel first, okay? Here we go. Ah. Okay, remember we had the CE, when CE are together, it says, it has the S sound, like in the word cent, like a penny is 1 cent, right? Whenever we see CE, it makes the S sound. CE, CI, and CY. Do I have CY up there? Oh, there it is. Jeez, I'm blind today. CE, CI, and CY also all say the S sound when they're together. When C is with Y, it's like in bicycle. You know, the C-E, C-I, okay, they say the S sound. That's why I just want you to see if you remember that, okay? Short O, ah, I, A. What are the vowel sounds? The E and the I. Okay, good. The E, it can be, the E, the Y can say either E or it can say I, depending on, that's the vowel sound. What if it's a consonant? Yeah, wonderful. K. And the same, because they're both, one uppercase and one's lowercase, so it can, if it's a consonant, it's gonna say yeah. If it's a vowel, it can say E or I. K. Shh. Ch. I just am so happy and so proud of you. You've worked so hard. I just am so proud of you. I wish it was possible for me to come up and give you a hug. That's how good I feel about having been here with you and having shared this experience with you. Thank you so much and I can remember way back to day one when I told you that it wasn't going to be easy. It was going to take time, but in the long run, it's going to be so worth it. And so in the long run, you are now a reader. It's not that you're going to know every single word. I don't even know every word. I'm not kidding you. So many times I come to a book and I go, oh, what's that word? And I try to figure it out. I divide it into syllables and all of that like we talked about. But it's not that easy, all right? Every word you're not going to know, and I'm not going to pretend like because you finish the program you will. But in 80% of the words, you should be really good at, and you should have a lot of sounding out that you can do to help you. I just couldn't be any more proud of you. I hope that you're enjoying your reading. I hope that you'll be a good reader, and I hope that you'll always remember that that everything that we did together because you were the one that were working so hard. You were the one, and I'm so proud of you. You know, I want to tell you a little story. A long time ago, in fact, he's now 50 years old, okay, a long time ago when I had my son, and he was struggling with reading. Oh, he was struggling. And I worked with him, and I worked with him, and I worked with him, and I worked with him. And then one day I told him, he was getting really good at it. And I says, you know, what you need is practice, Tommy. That's what you need. And I says, I have an idea. I said, for every book, every page that you read, now you have to remember that this was back in the days when, this was back at the time when he was a very, very beginning reader. And I knew that what he needed was practice. So I told him, I will pay you 1 penny for every page that you read. And we'll put it in a bank, and then at the end you can buy whatever you want. And Tommy got into the reading of it, and oh my gosh, he would read, and he'd come back and he'd show me what he read, and he'd read some of it to me, and so I knew that he was doing it really well and all of that. And he had a jar, and I would always put in the money that I told him that I would. Well, the day came, and it didn't take him too long because he really worked at reading. He practiced it. And he came to me, and in those days, Sears was selling a bike. It was called the Huffy bike. And Tommy wanted a Huffy bike. And he had saved enough pennies, all right, that by the time it was ready to go out and buy that bike, and as I said, he's 50 years old, so this was a long time ago, but he earned the money for that Huffy bike. And he's told me even to this day that was probably one of the hardest things he had to earn, but probably and he still has his Huffy bike, okay? And he said it was probably one of the hardest things he had to earn, but it was probably the best for him because but now as 50 years old, he's a very, very successful businessman. So that's just a little story that I want to tell you. Don't give up on reading. Just keep reading because it's the practice that's going to make you better at it, all right? We've given you the words now that are in 80% of it. I hope we've given you a lot of the sounds and everything else that you need. And know that through all of it, I'm thinking of you. Bye.